this game, I want things from it, I guess. And I'm scared to be disappointed, like we were disappointed with the...
Not to interrupt such a touching moment, but I am back now. Heck. Were there like raids while I was gone? I feel like there were raids while I was gone. I have a unique feeling. Considering I have some new chatters in here. And I see Banu, and I see Gra, I think? Let's see here. I have a raid from Leaf, Gra, and Screaming Sting. Thank you all for the raids. Oh my fucking Christ. Let me do some shoutouts real quick. Hello raiders. How are you? From whatever raid you came in from. This could be less loud. I'm Drizzle, the Fluff by Entertainment System. We're a system of plural streamers. We're all furries. There's a kink-friendly stream. A different Fluff was supposed to be out here, but I had a toothache, and that kept me positioned right in the front seat. I took some pain pills, so hopefully that'll help. But yeah, I want to stream for a little bit longer. Okay, so there's the one shout out. Oh, you were drawing streaming Sting. Well, artist doesn't necessarily mean drawing. It could have been music or something else. Although I guess there's a music tag now. I think I usually use art when I do the music tag. If you're still here, I hope you had a good stream. I don't think Leaf is here anymore. I'll shout out Gra. This is 69. Okay. Okay, those are all the shoutouts. Sorry for my fumbling. Oh, you already did both Gra and Sting. Oh, thank you. Shit. I'm still getting used to having mods who do things. Thank you. I did shout out Leaf just now though. I guess I need to figure out what I'm gonna play now because before I was like not assuming that I was gonna have a choice because it'll be another Fluff Bite streaming, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Lucky me. I guess I could do more triangle strategy, but it felt like a really good like ending point. Actually, Girl Genius, The Adventures of Castle Hetrodane is a demo. Luckily, some games actually stayed in the, some games from Steam Nets Fest actually, are still kicking. Because heck is that a lot of pressure. Hope any Raiders still with us are having a good night. There's a mental health safe space as well. We have the Redeem Speaking to the Void, which you can use to vent about something that's nagging at you. It can be trivial or a lot more serious. Sometimes you just need to know someone listened. Can't promise I'll have a solution, or that I even understand, but I'll listen. Oh, Bond of Devil Fates? Okay. God, I haven't done a tarot reading in forever. Let's see. I need to go on the tabletop simulator now. Scrap everything. Bond of Devil Fates. I'll play the Girl Genius after. Yeah, Bond of Devil Fates. Connection tarot reading. If plural exam is a bond between two headmates, a singlet, then between another person and or the two distinct sides of self. Or two distinct sides of self. A die roll sets number of reverse cards rounded down. So, STEM system, who do you want the connections to be? Since you specifically chose that, that sort of tarot reading, I'm assuming that means there's a connection between you want to examine, or between maybe some of your headmates? Welcome back. Thank you. Good to be back. Hey, listen. The two current co-fronters, 101 and 18. The number names are a long story. I see. Well, every system's different. We have a headmate whose name is a letter and a number. Or a number and a letter? Yeah. I am curious though, if you don't mind explaining. Not necessary though. Gosh, I was actually thinking recently about how much I miss doing these. Wait, that's DLC workshop. I want... No, not the Homestuck deck. Where's the regular one I use? Did it get deleted or something? I usually use a steampunk one. Here it is. Oh, I was so scared it was gone now. Okay, I'm gonna have to get some music specifically for this. Because what we got going on right now is neat, but not exactly what I want to go for. This will be fine for now. We specifically have them because we're a subsystem of 2 vault dwellers. And they're vault numbers. There are vault numbers. The story is long due to the sci-fi that got us plural before joining the system. Oh, I see. So from the Fallout universe? Oh gosh, hold on. I actually have to break out the Terran stuff. Where are we? Okay, so a brief explanation of our history of Terran. We've always had an interest in the occult. The occult is poggers actually, and gay, and based, and very good actually. And we didn't have any real experience with it other than maybe palm reading. Like a few times in our life we've gotten some palm readings, and they're usually pretty consistent. So like so even if someone was using it like mostly as a trick, I feel like the way that our palms are like gives a very specific reading, which has been subtly positive but also subtly depressing as we've gotten older. That I won't talk about right now, but we always had an interest in it, especially because we like supernatural stuff, especially supernatural anime and shit. And when we had our longest running partner, we had gotten a tarot deck together because we both like the occult and had explored it a little bit together, as well as kink. And we had this deck that I still have now. And there's this like superstition, like tradition thing about tarot decks that like you're not supposed to use another person's tarot deck without their permission because you'll muddy the energy. Because like the energy of the person who uses it or it belongs to is supposed to who it has in it, and like actually by shuffling it, you're like kind of intermingling your energies or something. Just what I heard, you know. And we were going by that for a while, and because we were partners and we felt like both our energies were in it, we never did tarot readings alone. But then when we broke up, they let us have it, and that was like, I don't know, it felt like a big deal in a weird way because we're not like religious, right? But like, I don't know, it has special weight, especially because it had like a lot of tradition behind it, like personal tradition that we had built up together. And in thinking about like the traditions that are present within any sort of like occult activity and like the belief that you put into anything, regardless if it's like technically like religious or faith or what have you, we started to think if we want to do tarot readings, then like it would be easier to do them digitally like this. But it was like, how can we manage doing that in the way that we want, because we can't touch the deck, and if we're going by this weird shuffling energy shit, then how was that gonna work? And we heard about people like, I guess, being witches online, but not just like looking for information online, but like doing witchcraft and like mixing it with like a sense or an affinity for technology, or like using the internet as like a, like having the internet to reflect what you do with it, I guess. And in a similar way, it's like, well, if I adapt our traditions to doing it digitally, then I'll feel better about it. And that's why we have all these redeems because they're different sorts of contracts, and those contracts take the place of being able to like put your energy into the deck by shuffling it. I guess we are a little superstitious, a little stupid stitches. Yes, exactly. We share the synth body. They're good for not aging. Ultimate age regress. Ah, yeah, that sounds really cool. So many different ways to age regress. And commingle. Okay. Oh, I guess that was one thing. We used to do tarot readings with our camera pointed at our hands as we used our old original deck. But our current partner has a tarot deck and a book that literally has explanations for at least upright, like a general tarot deck, and not even just like the major arcana either, like the minor arcana as well. And so we use that especially because this particular like interpretation of tarot, which is called the Wild Unknown, felt very much a vibe. Like it seemed like queer-esque, and it seemed to be reclaiming a lot of things. I guess you could say it was woke. Like for example, they don't have monarchs as like the different suits like levels. Like normally it's like king, queen, jack. I forgot what it is for like princess. I guess maybe 10. But instead of having it be those, it'll be like the father of pentacles, or the daughter of swords, and it feels like very much aware of like the structures, and it's like hierarchies do exist, and I don't like try to put too much weight on hierarchies because, you know, anarchists or whatever. So like, even though I don't know the politics specifically of the people who did the Wild Unknown tarot, like from what I see from it, it really reflects a more, I guess, progressive view of tarot, even though I wasn't necessarily like looking for a more progressive version of the tarot, but I do appreciate it. Unlike the occult, I've connected the occult to my own spirituality, combining two things that are usually separated, connected together, since it's like I believe in supernatural in different ways. I've kind of combined the occult with my own religion, and the belief that it can give strength and the ability to affect our current plane of existence and stuffs. Makes sense from the perspective of gateways and franchises existing. We felt like we had given energy there. I'm glad we're on the same page. That too loud. I feel like I like extra positively. Let me see. Not Celtic Cross. Not connection spread. Okay. So we need, so first I'll just show you what the spread will look like. So this is 1, this is 2, sorry, no, that's not 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you, or one of you, will be represented by card 1. 2 is your challenge. 3 is the other person. 4 is their challenge. And 5 is the uniting force. I think as it explained in the thing, the reverse cards will be randomized based on a die, rounded down. It creates a probability of chance for how your reading will be interpreted. I'll actually do a D10. In the past, we've done D6, but I realized for a spread like this, where there's only 5 cards, the maximum number would be 5. So if I do a D10 and round down, then it will. I feel like it will more accurately. Oh my god. I hate fireworks. I mean, I think fireworks are cute, but also I hate fireworks. Two things can be true at the same time. So something to note: a reverse card does not automatically mean like a worse reading. It definitely can change the interpretation of something. I have the guidebook for the Wild Tiered Unknown, which I'll generally use for the readings of cards, but for the general reading of cards. But if I need to read a reverse card, I'll look it up online with a general tiered interpretation. Just so you know my process. And my fear. Well, you know my fear now, because if you hear an echo and me not talking for a minute and looking off into the distance all disassociated be like, then it was probably fireworks. Do y'all want to change the one that the tarot reading y'all got is it or C? I was gonna do y'all's after this one, but if you want to change the one you want to do, that's fine too. Our window is open because it's so hot outside and we don't have an air conditioner. $101 and $18. Okay. Please tear a deck of the steampunk. Let us know of the trials and tribulations, the joy, the future, the balance or imbalance between 101 and 18. All right. There we go. I hope you're ready. Yeah, same on the fireworks. They're kin memories, but still, we've dealt with too many explosives. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. That's a 5. 5.5 is 2.5. Round down is 2. So 2 negative. 2 negative. 2 reverse cards. and I'll roll it again to determine which positions, which is probably what I'm going to do from now on, instead of just going randomly or going in order. Three. So position 3 will be reversed. And what's the other position? 3 again? I have a choice to make. Do I reroll? Oh wait, I guess it would be the same one. But, okay, if I do this correctly, I just realized. It would actually be 1 because rounding down. So actually it would be the 1 reverse. But since I got the same result twice, I could literally reverse it twice and then it would still be all positive. Which I think is actually really funny. So I'm gonna go with that. You never know what fortune will give you. 2 reverses makes a positive, I guess. No, we want to do the one we did, since we have a specific question in mind that we want to get a reading for. Gotcha. Okay, so 101, you are... Justice. That's I, so that's 11. Or 21 maybe? Flipping individual pages going, what? Emperor, Hierophant, Lovers, Chariot, Justice. And here it's 8. Interesting. It actually feels like it fits a double reverse what happened like that for me. Justice, decisions, karma. With tails intertwined, 2 cats look directly at you, waiting for you to choose between them. Which is right and which is wrong. The Justice card implies a weight or heaviness surrounding a choice you have to make. Now is not the time to shun the concept of divine balance or karma. All of your choices affect your life, and sometimes the lives of those around you, both now and in the future. I wonder what the choice you have to make is. Or maybe you just have a lot of weight on your choices. Maybe that's just your role. Cause that's just you. Your challenge is actually the Ace of Wands. Love me some aces. Come on, one more page. Ace of Wands. Expansion and inspiration. An extremely high energy card. The Ace of Wands indicates new growth is all around you. Your ideas and outlook will expand and creativity seems endless. This fertile time can also have literal meanings. A pregnancy or birth may be on the horizon. Though it's thrilling to embark on your new journey, your good judgment is needed more than ever. Don't rush into it. So your challenge is something big and presumably positive? A change? A bountifulness? But how you choose to go about it is probably why you are justice. Your choice in how to navigate this bounty. Or I suppose spoil it. Alright. Next. The other. 18, right? 101 and 18? Page of Cups. I need to make sure that the Page of Cups wasn't the same as the Page of Cups. I'm pretty sure is the Son of Cups in the Wild Unknown. But I just need to make sure. Yeah, it goes 9, 10, daughter, son. So I'm assuming that Page of Cups would have been Prince. If that would be the case. (101 and 18). Okay, so 101 is Justice and 18 is Page of Cups. Or Son of Cups. Artistic and introspective. Like all the Cups family, the son truly excels within the arts. He's usually a musician or a visual artist of some kind, and he finds success within his field. His natural tendency to look inward adds to his charm and mystique. To others, he may seem secretive and even peaceful, while deep inside, he carries a dark kernel of intensity. The other is 18, or Star. Let's see what Star's challenge is. The Moon. Another major arcana. The Moon. Vivid dreams and fears. In many ways, the Moon card encompasses the idea of the wild unknown. It is the shadow realm, the place where dreams, fears, and mysteries are born. Much darkness can linger here, and if you aren't careful, this can lead to periods of anxiety and self-doubt. Almost as though you've lost your way in a house of mirrors. Many great artists have roamed this inner landscape. It's where imagination and creativity drift freely upon the midnight air. Actually, that's like perfectly balanced as all things should be. Like 101's challenge is a bountiful harvest. And they're embodied by having an important choice to make. While 18 is artistic, maybe indulgent, romantic. And their challenge is the large expanse of creativity, of one's own inner sanctum, of the mind. A place of great creativity, but also a place where you can sink into a great darkness. There is art in tarot readings, even if you don't believe it as actual fortune telling. And I think the ways that you can interpret things can help you think of ways to navigate your life and can be helpful and meditative. And the poetry in this reading is amazing. As we view the uniting force, Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Oh my god, it's so amazing. Two of Pentacles. Balance. Change. I'm not gonna bother showing you a picture of what's on the page that I'm reading right now. But as you can see on the card on screen, the image of the infinity symbol is prominent. Same thing here, except it's on a butterfly, and it looks beautiful. Or this might be a moth. The Two of Pentacles signifies inevitable change, since the Pentacles suit relates to earthly possessions. This usually means a new job or financial situation, or a move. Even if you fear this change, it needs to happen and might even be fun. Face it with the grace of a newly formed butterfly, a change of possibilities balanced upon your delicate wings. Wow, this is one of the most artful readings I've ever had. It's so balanced. It's so balanced. So I'm thinking this is saying that between the two of you, one of you has to make a choice with how to handle a bountiful harvest that could come your way. And that might come at the cost of more romantic or artistic pursuits, because that bountiful harvest may be related to something romantic or artistic. But by that same measure, by overindulging or not making the right decision, you could fall into a deep despair. But either way, change is coming. Something new for the both of you. I hope this helped. This will probably be one of my favorite readings for a while. Lost in the void. Issy, you got a duel of fates, huh? Or Voidwalker system, rather. Let me look up Duel of Fates. So now I'm doing the right thingy. Duel of Fates, C. Make a contract. Flip for a pair of tarot readings for you and another. Both must call aside and chat. You must receive consent from the other before or after the redeem extinguishes after 1 hour. Okay, so that one's a... clarity, I suppose. So I guess you want a clarity for two of you? in your system? Thank you. This fits perfectly. It fits how we lived. I know this is to help with the future, but I think since our past is in a relative future, you've helped us more than you know with memory restoration and getting past trauma. Damn, you're welcome. I'm glad it can help. Shit. I mean, I definitely was just hyping it as like a cool tool, but I didn't expect to have such meaningful effects so thoroughly. This is scary in a good way. Has it fitting both of our past and our present? Oh gosh. I'm so happy for y'all. We got Duel of Fates. Did I read the wrong one? There's a Duel of Fates. There's Duel of Fates C. There's Duel of Devil Fates, and there's Bond of Devil Fates. Unless it's not grouped together in the same one. Like, is one like really cheaper? Yeah, we want a clarity spread. We don't actually, yeah, we like a clarity spread with our system. If you think it'll help us understanding my relationship with Issy and our body's mind, which could be me, but also Devil's Bond might work better another time. I see. Okay, the clarity spread for your entire system. Got it. Because of how this works, if someone else wants a tarot reading, you can ask to get a tarot reading because you would get clarity too. Because the way it works is it's supposed to be two folks get one, but because of a whole system getting one for their entire system, it doesn't need to be two separate entities. So if someone else wants one, they can totally get one. But if no one claims it, it's okay. So, for clarity spread, this one's a bit simpler. This is the first card. It's the overall situation. And then 2, 3, and 4 are contributing factors. So it's subtly more complex, especially for a single issue. Alright. But that was just so you could see it. I still need to shuffle. The question: what should I know before I pursue a vocation that will help me to find a vocation that fits my skill sets that I have and skill sets desired? Let us seek out the answer of the vocation the Voidwalker system should consider to pursue. Alright. First card. Overall situation. The Wheel of Fortune! Come on down! To madness. Yeah, I knew it was a major arcana. I feel like that fits. It's like, what should I do with my life? And it's like, destiny, change of course. The wheel of fortune is always in motion. Some call it fate, others destiny. It's possible to go for months or years without feeling its presence. But when this card appears, the eye of the wheel is fixed upon you. Don't be surprised if there's a change of course heading your way, something you'd least expect. Whatever happens to you during this time, know that it is bringing you closer to your life's purpose. That's a hell of an event. It's like, what should I do with my life? And it's like, well, let's spin the wheel and find out. Alright, next card. 9 of Wands. I'm not familiar with this, but that person is glass blowing, I believe. Possibly? 9 of Wands. Strength, stamina, confidence. 9 of Wands. As 9s usually imply, your journey is near completion, but on this final stretch you find yourself growing weary. Doubt and fear running through your mind, the 9 of Wands asks you to rally your confidence and realize how far you've come. Lift your eyes and take a few more steps. Soon, your hard work will start to pay off. So I'll add some nuance to this because it's easy to go, wait, but I'm just looking for a vocation. Isn't that like the start of a journey? And it's like, the journey of finding what you want to pursue in life is a journey in and of itself. So I feel like the 9 of Wands may be proposing that you have an inkling to what you what you might want to do, but you're not there yet. Maybe it's confidence, maybe it's skill, maybe it's something that's stopping you from fully committing, and maybe that's why you're not there yet. But you know, that's just my take. Next card, Judgment. Another major arcana. This is a major arcana night, I swear. But Judgment makes sense. Big decisions. It'd be funny if the last card you got was Death. I'd laugh. But don't worry, Death isn't as bad as it seems. I promise. Oh, I think Judgment's right before the World, maybe? Yep. Forgiveness, actually. Judgment. The word judgment conjures up fear and guilt in many people. This card, however, concerns itself with another aspect of this world seeking the truth. Sorry, of this word. I'll start over. The word judgment conjures up fear and guilt in many people. This card, however, concerns itself with this word, seeking the truth. No more blaming yourself for excuses. Now's the time for forgiveness and personal freedom. Rise up and let pettiness and fear fall below you. If you're reborn, what a relief it will be. I know you personally, I feel like it speaks way in the sense that what you may be thinking about you want to pursue as a vocation is something you don't deserve, and maybe you feel like you've been slighted or you've been dealt a bad hand with it. And that being the case, I would to allow your of pursuing what you really want to do, you also have to forgive yourself for not doing it sooner or harder or better or whatever. I feel like I'm doing the opposite of a cold read, because a cold read is like, oh, I'm trying to like throw a wide girth for what a reading might mean to someone, trying to latch on to big vague notions that the other person will latch onto. With this, if I'm doing a reading for someone I know, that I know personal things about them that may align with stuff that the reading is saying. And I'm not hiding it from you and pretending to be like mystical and magical. I am not saying specifically what about you informs my my take. Partially because I don't want to put all your business on blast, but also because it's like, it's kind of neat. It's like an inside joke or an inside read, because to everyone else it's like, oh, I wonder what she means, but to you and me, you know exactly what I mean. Or maybe you don't. I don't know. I don't know your life. I only have things I can use to point me to understanding parts of your life. So yeah, I guess I'm doing a warm read. Because using this as a tool to navigate what life throws at you, as opposed to a crystal ball that'll tell you exactly what to do, I think is a much better use of all of our time. This tarot in you is gonna make me cry with joy. I feel like Midoriya being told by All Might, you can be a hero. Aww. I'm glad I hit the nail on the head. Last card. 7 of Wands. Very dramatic. Seven of Wands. Courage and inner strength. A single wand stands up tall, ablaze with light. The others fall away. Story of the 7 of Wands. You'll not find any, only yourself. It's time to be true. You may feel overwhelmed with caution and fear, but your inner... That's very anime. I'm gonna say it, it's very anime. Like, obviously, you know, like, pragmatism is important. Without spoiling the end of Evangelion. The end of Evangelion, the series, not the movie End of Evangelion. I do want to say, like, you can be happy, but also there's a lot of trials and tribulations ahead. I don't want you to take from this reading that as soon as you decide that you want to commit to doing what you want to do as a vocation, or what y'all want to do as a vocation, the journey is not over. And I think by that same notion, the notion of no one else can support you, I think if you apply it to that specifically, to, like, you know, y'all only have y'all self in choosing what you're gonna do because it's y'all's life, you know? Not to mean that you can't get support as an artist or as a I don't know, it feels very art-like. I don't know. I didn't mean to give it away. I feel like I'm playing charades. But yeah, that's what I was thinking would be the thing. It's not like you can't get help from people as you learn and try to get better. And I mean, if you want to go to school for whatever you're gonna do, that's part of it too. Like, no one's an island. Even someone who learns how to do the thing that they do from YouTube videos still needed to watch the YouTube videos. So keep that in mind. But overall, I think that this is a cheeky reading, because there's a very skeptical, very bad faith person could look at this and be like, oh, it just told you to believe in yourself. Which kinda. But, like, I doubt you came to this thinking that the cards are literally gonna be like, oh, you should get into being a gardener. You know, I don't think you expected the cards to say something specific. But, like, in choosing a vocation, like, realizing that the skills that you were working on before, things that you value before, are still important now and may be something you want to still pursue, even if you thought that you couldn't anymore. Shit, it's pretty resonant. Applies to me too. We haven't released a video essay in so long. You're hitting the nail on the head harder than Herlock Sholmes. Ah, Herlock Sholmes. A detective after my own heart. I guess I'm a detective of hearts too. Oh gosh, that actually sounds kind of cool. Oh gosh, I gotta remember that. The detective of hearts, using tarot cards to go into the deepest recesses of someone's soul and pulling out what they need to hear. Thank you. That interpretation was like, it's your decision to choose what you want to do. It's like really reassuring right now. Nice. I'm glad I could help. This has been your local Fluff Bite, giving you a glimpse of possibilities. They're only possibilities. It's up to you to make them true or false. But are they endless? As endless as your diaper. What I got out of 9 of Wands, my journey is in my current situation is almost done. The new journey is almost at hand is what it's telling me. It's been like currently surviving through the prologue chapter of my life, or rather the prologue of my adult life, since it's been hard to keep going sometimes, since it's the end of the stretch and it's been exhausting. Adult life is continuously exhausting. I don't envy you, but I also am proud of you for making it this far. Life is hard when your growth has been stunted. People talk about Arrested Development in the way of like someone being really annoying and like not being mature and that being like a burden to everyone around them, or them being hella cringe, but also hurts. Because some people know they are in Arrested Development. Some people know that they haven't like gotten to certain benchmarks in their life based on their age. And they feel shit about it. I still can't drive.